What's up, YouTube? Slave Society smacking y'all with another video in your face. Please like, share, and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that bell so you get notified when I drop new content every time I drop it, alright? It's important and it's imperative that we get this out and we spread this message of what's about to happen and what's occurring right now in the world and what could result in quite possibly World War III. Alright, so a few days ago, 2 oil tankers that partly owned by the United States government was struck by Iran, alright, in the Strait of Hormuz.
The Middle East this morning, with tensions between the U.S. and Iran growing, the Pentagon released new photos which it says provide additional evidence, with Iran saying that it was behind the attack on 2 oil tankers in the Gulf of Oman.
President Trump said he ain't playing no games, right? They better not mess around. So what happens after that? What happens after that? Just yesterday, a United States spy plane, drone spy plane, was shot down by Iran.
Question? No, Iran made a big mistake. This drone was in international waters. Clearly, we have it all documented. It's documented scientifically, not just words. And they made a very bad mistake. Okay?
How will you respond, Mr. President? How will you respond?
You'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out. Obviously, you know, we're not going to be talking too much about it. You're going to find out. They made a very big mistake.
All right. President Trump is right now planning to airstrike Iran for the consequences of this plane attack. Trump don't want to look bad, all right? Trump got to show strength. He's got to show strength. He ain't trying to look bad, man. Like, regardless if we don't want a war or not, if the people, we know the government wants a war and the deep state wants a war, but we know the government wants a war and the deep state wants a war, but the people, you know, the everyday American people, we don't want a war, man. We want peace, we want unity, we want to be able to live free, and we want to be able to raise our families. That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do. You know, we're constantly being shoved wars and world wars down our throats, and it's getting old, you know. So what do you think's gonna happen? I'd say around tonight they're gonna strike Iran for this attack. They've got to. Hey, listen, if you're attacked by a country that says death to America, all right, you've got to show aggression. You know, you've got to show force. Yeah, they have China and Russia with them that are literally aligned themselves and said, if anything happens to you guys, we're going to defend you guys at all risks. That's something we don't want. But at the same time, they're shooting our planes down. They're shooting shit down. That's our way of life. Like, this is, regardless of what's America and how y'all perceive America to be, this is the freest place in the world, all right? I wouldn't have wanted to live here 60 years ago, 70 years ago. I wouldn't have wanted to been in America. America was a totally different place then, 60, 70 years ago. I wouldn't have wanted to grew up then, all right? I wouldn't have wanted to did it. I wouldn't have wanted to been around then, all right? But today it's different, you know? And there's still a lot of bad things going on in America, and trust me, I know. There's still a lot of racist ass people out there, blacks and whites, Chinese, Hispanics, Italians, and Puerto Ricans, you know? There's always gonna be that. There's always gonna be people that hate, you know. You're hating on the next man because of his color. You're hating on the next man because of his money. It's always gonna be around, you know. But what's gonna happen if we go to world war? You can see it happening right now, guys. You see the everything leading up to world war. In my last video, I told you guys that the first thing that happens before world war is currency wars. We've been in currency wars since 2007, 8, 9. All right. Then comes trade wars, right? With trade. We're in that. We've been in that the last 2 years, 3 years. All right. After trade wars comes world war. People don't seem to get up and wake up out of their minds and see what's happening. They don't see what's about to happen. They care about mundane subjects that the media done wrote and said, this is what we want y'all to think. Done put their spin and narrative on it. That's what they want y'all to believe and want y'all to think. The mainstream media ain't gonna tell you this. Yes, we're about to strike Iran. Tonight we're gonna have airstrikes. That's probably gonna happen. They took down an American spy plane. Not only that, they shot down 2 destroyed, sabotaged, however you want to say it, 2 oil tankers that was connected to the United States, you know? So this goes, man. This goes deep. This goes deep. And hey, they're shooting down our planes. They're shooting down our stuff. So if we don't attack, we're gonna look weak. And then China and Russia are just gonna bulldoze over us with the countries they're aligned with. All right? I don't necessarily represent the views of America. I don't. But I represent our freedom. I represent our way of life. All right? That's what I represent. And I represent my family and caring about my family, you know? I represent peace and unity, not division and hate. That's how they want you to think, man. That's how they prey on people's weaknesses and prey on people's sorrows and prey on past occurrences. Try to sway people's minds and get in their hearts, man. Can't you see what they're trying to do? I just hope everybody out there, man, does a little bit of prayer and a little bit of praying to God, man. And hopefully we don't go into this world war, because the way I see it happening now, man, that's exactly where we're headed. That is exactly where we're headed in this little World War III right now. Between us, Iran, Russia, China, and the rest of their allies and the rest of our allies. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, you're blind and naive to think that ain't the route we're going. And what do you think's gonna happen when this happens? You think everything's just gonna be okay? No. The military is gonna drive right down our street. It's gonna drive right down your front street. And they're gonna have, it's the draft, buddy. That's what's gonna happen. And they're gonna come and scoop all these young men, which I hope not. But they're probably gonna scoop people up and say, look, either you're gonna fight or you're gonna be in prison. I fear for my family's lives and safety. I don't want nothing to happen to them. I don't want them to happen to myself, but I can handle myself. If anything happens, it's on me. If I die, if I get hurt, it's because of me. You know? I don't want my blood and my family's blood on my hands because I'm not there, or friends' blood. You know, and I see it ramping up, man. 2019, summer 19 ain't looking too good, you know? But back to the story again with Russia and China and them aligning themselves with Iran, and then one of our U.S. spy planes was just struck. It's not looking too good, man. It's not looking too good. I think we need to come together, man. Make YouTube videos, go to, I don't know, do protests or something. We need to do something, man, because you can see the times, man. You can see them. You can see them, and if you can't see them, you're blind and you're asleep. Your ears shut. It's getting hectic. What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen when we strike Iran? Do you think China and Russia's just gonna sit back and let us do that? Do you think that that's what's gonna happen? I don't know, man. Hope everybody has a blessed day, because tomorrow's not promised. It's definitely starting to get hectic out there. You should definitely stockpile up on food, non-perishable food, water, and some hygiene and medical equipment. I say if you got $100 out of your paycheck one week, take that, buy some medical equipment, buy some other things. You got car insurance, right? You pay car insurance? Well, car insurance just in case you damage your car or somebody else's person's, or your person's. But taking $100 and buying yourself some food, some extra food, non-perishable food products, some non-perishable food items, some medical equipment, and another little odds and ends that I'll tell you in future video. At least you'll be a little prepared. Because I hate to burst your bubble, folks. The government FEMA, they're not gonna come for you. They're not gonna come in case of a national emergency. We're gonna be left for ourselves. And what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do when the lights go out? What are we gonna do when everything and havoc's outside and the government is down and the enemy is creeping in and destroying us? What are you gonna do then, folks? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna run and pillage and kill the next man and steal his belongings? Or are you gonna come together as one people, all right, as brothers, all right? You're gonna come together and help each other. You see somebody in need, you help them. Is that what you're gonna do? I hope so, because that's what I'm gonna do. I love each and every one of y'all, man. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Tomorrow's not promised. And always remember, there is a God. I love y'all, man. Bless y'all. And as always, stay woke, my friends. Peace. If you like that video, drop a share, like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think about the video, man. Tell me what your feelings are. We need to get this out as fast as possible. So the more likes I get, the faster people can see this and the faster it be woke. So here it is, Slave Society, smacking y'all with another video, hitting it in your face. Bow! Come check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Stay woke, my friends. Peace.